Get a level on first. You're about to hit the switch. You hit the switch, you kill all power. So, get away.
She's got the kind of hair that travels to her back. And I've got the kind of hair that never reaches there. And it's so hard when you have all the traits. They'll never notice. So you sit in the dark with a smile on your face. In hopes that someone will look at you and say, oh my God, you're beautiful. You're just what I've been looking for. Your heart comes in all the right places. And you wear your past scars like a star. Your smile, your laughter, the tears you shed. And that armor of courage that never leaves your head. All wrapped up in one for the world to see. It feels like your colors are right for me, for me. She has got the kind of eyes that shine so bright. Mine could never reach the sky. It's not so nice when the darkest of things can never find paradise in the light. Maybe we're all mad here, and it's plausible cause the world's never clear. But I know that someday I'll find one who'll stay and never let me go. They'll find a way to make me see that who I am is what I ought to be. Oh my God, you're beautiful. You're just what I've been looking for. Your heart comes in all the right places. And you wear your battle scars like a star. Your smile, your laughter, the tears you shed. And that armor of courage that never leaves your head. All wrapped up in one for the world to see. It feels like your colors are right for me, for me. My skin's dark like the winter's night, but I know exactly it's alright. Some can't see the stars when the night is so cold, and I know you're waiting outside all alone. Oh my God, you're beautiful. You're just what I've been looking for. Your heart comes in all the right places, and you wear your battle scars like a star. Your smile, your laughter, the tears you shed, and that armor of courage that never leaves your head. All wrapped up in one for the world to see. It feels like your colors are right for me, for me.
Next, we have Gabby, who's going to read, what are you reading? Does it have a title? Fire, her own piece, okay.
The air is filled with smoke. The tall trees that once stood proud are now ashes on the ground. In the air, filling my lungs and restricting every breath I take. The wood we once knew has been fallen to flames. For negative actions speak louder than those of love and compassion. Then heaven's gates have closed, and hell is nigh.
Welcome to this place we call society. To survive in this place, you must fit in to our changing standards, that is. To survive in this place, you must fit in. If you are not a celebrity, do not stand out. If you are not homeless, do not stand out. If you are a mere student, even if you are the future of our generation, do not stand out. You must fit into the changing society. Be quiet, changing. Be outgoing, changing. You must accept only the heterosexuals, changing. You must accept both homo and heterosexuals, changing. You must fit into this changing society. Fear Muslims, changing. Protect them, changing. Double check them at the airport. If they blink at you, you're screwed. Changing. You must fit into this changing society. Be skinny like the models. People don't like that. Changing. Accept people for who they are. Changing. Accept the fat people. Give them their own shows. You must fit into this society. We must create this utopia. Listen to the media. Follow the trends. Follow this on Facebook. Follow this on Instagram. Follow this on Twitter. Follow this. Follow that. Follow it. Follow the changes. Follow the current vision. Change is everywhere. Be attentive to the change. You must fit into the society, whether you like it or not. You must fit into this utopia. When your world is ignited by the silence of the powerful sun and the global sense of creation and human motivation, I cannot help but try to capture it. In the minimal time we have to make our creations controlled by the talons of inauthenticity and trepidation, it is imperative that each instant be imprinted in our eyes as each sun sets, another rises. Poets thrive on suffering, poets thrive on beauty, but poets cannot see the feelings hidden inside of me because poetry is human. I cannot fit into the borders of sestets and quatrains. Our world is surrounding us, yet we choose to look straight ahead. This is not a poem because poetry is not just on paper. This is not a poem because I am not a poet. This is not a poem because it doesn't follow your rules. This is not a poem because I have deemed it so. Everything I touch cannot always turn to gold, and I don't have to be a poet. I just have to be bold.
We have 2 more street performances left, and then we're going to take a look at the market again, and then we're going to go in the auditorium outside. Okay, next is Sophia Theodoru, and I forgot the title of your thing.
I'll say it when I come.
But she's going to go now. Great.
I'm really bad at this.
This is called The Illness of Imperfection. I sat in the room, handcuffs on my wrists. I look around at the blank walls that surround me. This place wasn't foreign to me at all. In fact, I was starting to become a regular. Every time I show up, people would look at me and pass by simply saying, maybe this time it'll be permanent. They keep saying that if I keep this up, I'll be outcasted, as if I wasn't already. The first visits were when teachers in school noticed I wouldn't want to do what my classmates were doing, and that I would have ideas in class. They called it the illness of creativity and opinions. The doctor had explained it was something that people had in the old world, but it sometimes slipped past the serum we were given as babies. It was something that a couple of pills, according to them, could help. A couple of years later, I would wake up sometimes with a wetness on my face or my limbs shaking. My parents took me back to the doctor terrified, this time with the diagnosis being that I had been infected with emotions and dreaming. Yet another idea from the old world. That treatment involved even more medicine and being locked in a blank empty room for several days under surveillance to see when this so-called dreaming ceased to exist. The dreaming never stopped, but the medicine made it seem so to anyone outside of my own mind. I kept that to myself. I managed not to stick out as much until today. I had gone to school, done everything as everyone else had been doing throughout the day, except my mother found my writings under my floorboard. We aren't allowed to write anything other than for school, and everything had to be handed in. Those writings contained some of my dreams, opinions, and ideas. As soon as they were found, I was brought back here, except now I was being considered badly damaged and possibly a danger to our perfect society. The diagnosis I was given about a minute ago was that my head had been filled with an illness of everything I had before along the line, and possibly being too far to